Hey everyone, guess what? We're here with Ricky Hoover from Of Sulfur. New album, Endless, is not out till January, but I'm telling you now, you need to pre-order it, pre-save it, whatever, because it is fucking stellar, dude.
Thank you.
Holy shit. Like, no, thank you, because I am blown away first at the range of you and the entire band. Holy fuck. So the first thing that comes to mind is you guys go from these um, really rocky, like rocker tunes to literally fucking black metal. Like, does that d putting all
Yeah.
that range together on the album, does that make you nervous, like putting it out and what people might think about it?
You know, with the risk of sounding, like an asshole, I guess. With this band, prior to anything else I've done musically, I do want people to enjoy this, but I also am making this for me and my band. Like we make the music we like, we make the music that we are proud of, and if people like it, awesome, and if they don't like it, that's cool too. So it's more so for us and for those that support us.
That's fucking that in my mind, like that's the best way to be because then like the music comes out it comes out authentic, right? Because you're not making it
Yeah.
for any other reason than because you want to fucking make it.
Exactly, exactly.
That's and your fucking vocals. Holy shit, dude.
Thanks. Thank you. I
Like,
appreciate it.
do you like do you train daily to fucking get that range because you have killer control in everything you do?
Um, Not daily, but I have been doing this for quite a while. And I do well when we have tours and stuff coming up, I practice daily, for the most part. But I do have a studio set up here at my house as well. But I'm kind of old school. I practice in my car when I'm driving anywhere. That's kind of how we used to do it back in the day, So that's what feels familiar to me. But I do come in here and record me doing the tour, the order of the songs for the tour, just to see how I'm sounding and whatnot. So, but yeah, I practice a decent amount, you know.
Yeah, I feel like you fucking have to, dude, because, like I said, you've got great control of your vocals. I've not
Thank
seen you
you.
guys live yet, although I fucking will
Yeah.
because holy shit. Um, so I'm really interested to see what that's like live personally,
Mhm.
because I mean, you and I both know, right? Like, there's a lot of studio magic out there, but you guys are really like gaining a name for yourself for the
Mhm.
live show that you have. And I think that speaks to the time and energy
Mhm.
collectively you guys put into your craft, you know?
Mhm. We're all multi-instrumental musicians in this band, and I think with the lineup we have now, we're very fortunate because everybody in this lineup um, can play or sing or and we definitely utilize that live. Like I always loved when you would go see bands live and they would have like three vocalists doing all the layers, because when you're in the studio, then yeah, you can record a layer to something, or you record a high and a low at the same time, or like singing with harmonies, all that stuff. Right now, obviously, I can't do multiple voices at once. That'd be amazing if I could. So this current lineup, all of us can sing and scream and play instruments. So it's really freaking cool. And we
Yeah,
do that live.
that's fucking cool. You that always amazes me. Like I've played a number of instruments through my life, but if you asked me to play any of the instruments I've played aside from like guitar, I would be fucking clueless currently. Like,
Mhm.
uh, I don't know, like I can do the
Yeah.
Halloween theme on the fucking piano, but
Yeah. Hell yeah.
um,
That's
what
awesome.
so what brought you guys together, like as a band?
COVID, actually. So I'm a barber, and during COVID, my state of Nevada that I live at now, originally from California, but Nevada was not allowing barbers to work during COVID. And for me, cutting hair, is just like because another like creative artistic medium, because I'm all about shape and stuff, and that's an artistic medium for me. So when I wasn't able to do that anymore, I was feeling very I don't know, you can only go to the gym and do family stuff so much before you're like, I need something.
Something was missing. Yeah.
Yeah. So during that time I was like posting more about music and contrary to what I had said for the last 10 years, I never wanted to get back into music and all that, but a friend of ours introduced me to Chase. And we just kind of hit it off and discussed about maybe just doing something for fun. And then, fast forward 5 years later, it's kind of what it is now, which is crazy. Never expected that. So,
Well, yeah, you look at bands and everyone's like overnight success. They say overnight success and none of it's overnight, but when it happens, dude, it's like it's almost like a rocket just taking off.
we've been very fortunate. Yeah.
It's super fucking cool. I have to go back and listen to your entire discography and I'm admittedly, right, like I said, you guys are super new to me, but I am loving I'm loving the band, I'm loving the sound. What are your tour plans like?
So we do have some stuff coming up that I'm not at liberty to say yet, obviously, the whole tour things. But we do have one in November. It's like November to beginning of December. It's us, Distant, Ingested is on it, Cell is on it, and Crucifixion is on it. So that's going to be a really fun, really heavy, gnarly tour. So yeah, and then we have some other stuff in the works that we'll be announcing as it comes.
Soon, yeah, or whenever. So you've had I gotta look because I don't want to get this wrong. Oh yeah, you had Josh from Ingested and Alan from Distant on the
Yep, those
album.
are my boys. Oh yeah.
So are they gonna come out and do songs with you on tour, or is that
I
a
don't know.
surprise?
That I don't know. Usually on tours, it's very rare for the headliner band to come out before they're set to do stuff. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. To be honest, I haven't really even talked to them about that, so I don't know, honestly. It also depends on the set lists and stuff like that as well. So,
Yeah.
but as of this moment, I am not sure.
Well, it might be really cool if
Mhm.
maybe not every show, but like the last show of the tour, the last song is like a collective.
Yeah, that'd be cool for sure.
But, you
Yeah.
know, I'm a nobody. I'm just
We're all the same, brother. We're all the same.
that's the fucking truth. That is
We
the
like
truth.
metal, we like music. Everybody's the same.
Yeah. Who's like one of your favorite bands right now that's out there that you think people should listen to?
Um, well, I listen to a wide variety of genres, so I don't just kind of pigeonhole myself into one. I don't really believe in guilty pleasures for music because it's music and it's art. Um, I've really been getting into a band called Sleep Theory for a while. Incredible vocals, just incredibly good music as well. It has some heavy parts, but it also has some really good singy parts. That's a band I'm really into. I do listen to a lot of Ice Nine Kills because that's my son. He's 10. That's his favorite band, Ice Nine Kills, which is pretty cool. He's a horror buff like me, so he likes all the horror references.
Hell yeah. That's
Oh,
super
but
cool.
let me see. As far as who do I listen to on the regular? Synestia is
Okay.
incredible. I'm not sure if are you familiar with
I am
Synestia?
not.
They did a split with Disembodied Tyrant a while back. And Synestia is also incredible. Both of those bands are incredible. So I listen to that quite a lot too. And then like my old school favorites, old school stuff. So old school
Yep.
Faceless, I listen to a lot of Vital Remains, a lot of that kind of stuff.
Right on. Yeah, you're a little bit all over the board, and that's good.
a little
You know,
bit.
well, I like it. I also, I listen to a wide variety of music. If you look at my vinyl collection, it goes from Hank Williams Sr. to
Nice.
fucking uh, shit no one's ever heard. So they made like 10 records total, and like I have one. So I'm like, yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, all over the fucking place. Who's who is the band that you want to tour with, or if, let me rephrase that. Sorry, it's been a long fucking day already.
You're good, brother.
Uh,
This is, let's see.
if you could choose any band to tour with, who would that be?
Any band I could tour with that I would do that. You know what? I've always wanted, always kind of made it a goal to tour with the band Parkway Drive.
Okay.
I think that would be incredible. I've been a big fan of that band for years. It's never happened, never come up or anything like that. So hopefully one day that would be
Not
cool to do Parkway
not
Drive in
yet.
place. Not
I,
yet. I mean, yeah, they're like a stadium arena band now, I think. So,
yeah, they're
but
huge. But I think that would be I think that bill would fit really well together because you're you both have your own sounds and it's not,
mhm, mhm.
it wouldn't be the same thing all night.
Yeah,
I miss those, or I like those like mixed genre bills. I think the crowd
100%. Yeah.
crowd gets a lot more out of it, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't want the same thing, It just it'll make you don't want a show of the same thing over and over and over again.
No, it
At
gets
least I don't.
I don't either. If I want that, I can put on records all night, you know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like shit. What was your first concert?
My first concert, well, I used to go and watch my uncle's country western band play all the time when I was like super young because my aunt Christine used to watch us or watch me. But this was when I was like under, like 5. So I was real young. But my first actual concert that I remember well was probably when I was like 11 or 12, I think. And it was in Riverside, California, in like the fairgrounds, I think, or something. It was an outdoor show. And it was the Scorpions, REO Speedwagon, and Styx. Yeah, like it was wild. It
What what did you think about that?
was great. I loved it. I love all those bands. So
Yeah.
like, I grew up on that kind of stuff with my dad. So it's like getting to see that was, our the Scorpions were hilarious because they have such thick accents. So you couldn't understand what they would say. Or when the singer would talk, you couldn't understand what he would say other than like, "Are you ready?" and "Hell yeah." Anything else is just like, "What?" And then obviously him singing the songs, but there was an incredible show. And for Styx, that was when they had Tommy Shaw and the guy who left. I forget his name. He wrote a lot of this stuff originally. I played piano and sang. I forget his name, but he came back for that show, so it was pretty remarkable.
That's
So,
cool. That's a really good, like, I think, welcome to live shows. All three of those bands obviously have huge influence over so many people, and they're as
mhm.
well known as they are for a reason. So that introduction must have been really fucking cool.
It was pretty rad, man, especially at that age. Like definitely. That was when I was really into playing guitar or wanting to play guitar, so it was definitely cool to see all that stuff, especially Scorpions. That was, if I remember correctly, that was pretty wild. So that was before I didn't want to. I mean, I sang or whatever, but I didn't want to be like a front man. I wanted to be a guitar player.
At
So
what point did you want to start being a frontman?
let's see. Well, I took guitar all 4 years in high school. Um, let's see, probably maybe like senior year, I started messing around with screaming and stuff. And I had always sang up until that point. I was in choirs and I was in like advanced choir in middle school and such, where we would sing in different languages and put on concerts and do all that kind of stuff. But I never wanted to be that in a band. So I probably like end of senior year, maybe a little bit after senior year. I started listening to like my introductions, into like Thrice and like I was really into punk, so I was listening to like a lot of Exploited, and they kind of transitioned over to more metalish riffs, if you will. Um, and then I think I heard, I think it was Cannibal Corpse, an Ace Ventura movie. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then I heard Hatebreed and all this other stuff, and Killswitch Engage was very crucial. I used to scream with the Killswitch Engage CDs and sing with them. So,
Hell
and Howard was on my last record, which was fucking nuts.
yeah. Yeah, no shit. Like, oh,
Uh,
this I really sang to a lot of this shit, and now holy fuck.
yeah, it was a full circle moment for me. It was very wild, to say the least.
How did that like conversation between you and Howard go?
Um, Actually, our A&R, Mike Gitter, set it up. He was responsible for a lot for Killswitch, if I remember correctly, and he played Howard our stuff, and Howard dug it and was happy to jump on. And then him and I were texting a little bit, and he like thanked me for letting him be on it. And I was just like, this isn't, I screenshotted it and sent it to all the band and was like, dude, what is life? This is wild. So yeah, it was pretty freaking crazy.
That is super cool. I love it when that happens. I just had a conversation with Gene Hoglan, and I was like, we were trying to work schedules out to get him on the show, and something happened, and I get an email from him that was just,
Wild.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah,
you're,
man. Those
well,
moments are
so
so rad, dude.
yeah.
That's like I had one where I was at it was at the Mitch Lucker Memorial because I got to be one of the singers. They approached me, Suicide approached me. Um, or their manager did at the time. And then Rob Flynn says to me backstage, yeah, says to me backstage, holy shit, man, why aren't you in a band? This, and that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if you want to play some music together, hit me up, from Rob Flynn. And then he did the Garza podcast recently, and mentioned me by name. And that was kind of like, wow, it's a pretty cool moment.
Fuck
So,
yeah, dude. Like, again, all these people who have such history in metal, uh, it's amazing. I think a lot of growing up, right, as kids, you're like, oh, they're so awesome. And then you have a conversation with them and it's like, oh, hold on, we are all the same.
yeah. Oh, yeah. At least the cool ones anyway. We don't want to talk about the dicks. But thankfully, I've been very fortunate for a lot of the ones I've met and hung out with and toured with and all that stuff they've all just been very cool. Very rad. I like that.
Yeah, me too. I love meeting cool people.
Yeah. Well, everybody always thinks, people in heavy music and or just rock in general or whatever are gonna just be like these terrible asshole, just whatever awful people. And then you meet a lot of us and it's just like, no, they're big goofy dorks who are nerds or or just chill people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's very cool.
it's fucking hilarious. God, it's hilarious. That was like Gene Hoglan for me was to me the nicest guy in the world. Not because of the email, but because
Mhm.
they were on tour with Sepultura. Testament was
Nice.
on tour with Sepultura probably 2016 or 17, and my daughter was like 10. So we went to Cincinnati to see him, and we're hanging out like behind the venue, and here comes Gene, takes, so kind, takes a couple of minutes out, chats with us, takes a photo with my daughter, and I was just like, he was, so fucking kind. But I saw when he came out of the building, he's like, I'm focused. I'm just gonna go chill. And oh, people, hey, how are you? You're so sweet, blah blah blah. And I'm like, hell yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Hell
Thanks for that, Gene. I fucking appreciate that. Every time I
yeah.
chat with you, you're super nice.
Hopefully more people act that way.
Yeah, really, I think the majority do. The not so. good ones, I think, are the minority, you know?
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like your experience so far has been pretty good. You guys have had some good tours and you've probably had
Yeah.
some great conversations.
Oh yeah. I mean, like we toured with, Whitechapel, Shadow of Intent, Lorna, um, Necrogoblicon, which was awesome, the one we just did. We've done a lot. We've done a lot in a short time, so we've been very fortunate. We did a
What's been,
co-headliner with Mental Cruelty, which was really cool.
hell yeah.
Our boys from Germany.
What's been your like favorite tour so far?
Hmm. Um, I did really like touring with Lorna. Lorna was really cool to tour with. They were all just super nice dudes, and Will is a sweetheart. He's
Yeah,
incredible.
he's kind of a goofy kid, dude.
I love it. Yeah.
Like so do I.
Yeah.
He, another one. He's got such a great voice, you know?
I watched he did what is it? He did, I think, Jamie Joska's podcast, I think it was, and he had this case that he was talking about that he brings on tour for his vocal stuff. And I'm an older head in this, but I always like to try to learn new stuff or always try to improve or get better. And all these guys nowadays, it's all just like techniques, and it's amazing and incredible to where like a lot of us older guys, like I said, I'm 40. We learned it a certain way, that some was good, some was, and thankfully I'm still able to do it with and the way I do it, and whatnot. But like I think it was first or second show, and we hadn't all really like palled around yet or anything, because that tour was nuts. That was on like the start of their huge meteoric like rise, you know what I mean? It was the Pain Remains tour. Um, and Will, after the show, Will was walking with his big old huge Pelican case, and I was like, "Hey man, is that blah blah?" And he sat there and talked with me probably like 15, 20 minutes about it, and then like that a little bit later that night sent me like everything that he likes to have on tour, with a list of everything with Amazon links of everything he likes to have on tour. Now, keep in mind, I've never talked to this kid ever before. He wasn't familiar with me or my history in music. He never heard my old band or any of this stuff. I think he was like probably a couple generations of vocalists after, if you will, or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, just super down to earth, nice kid, and that was really cool. And Austin is my boy as well, and like that was a really fun tour. It was very cool, very cool. And then, and also like I always love touring with our boys in Left to Suffer. They're very fun to hang around with all the time and tour. Those are our homies. So Ingested is going to be awesome. Like those are very good friends of ours too. So I guess I could say I enjoy like it's kind of hard to pick a favorite because we've been very fortunate and all of our touring has kind of been with friends, you
It
know?
doesn't, yeah, it takes like almost takes the business completely out of there because you're like, okay, we have like 4 5 hours where we're pretty focused, but the rest of the
Mhm.
time it's like, hey dude, let's go screw off at Walmart or
Yep.
whatever it is on tour.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's really cool. So
That's cool as shit. Now I saw Lorna Shore before Will got in the band. They played I live in Louisville,
nice. Oh man, you ever go to that place? Speaking of which, there's a pizza place in Louisville
Spinelli's.
where you can sit in old cars
Yeah, Spinelli's.
and they have deep fried Oreos. That
Yeah.
place is the shit.
That is definitely Spinelli's. That one's on Bardstown Road.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Awesome.
They've got another spot like downtown on Fourth and Chestnut where they have
Mhm.
shows.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. They
Oh.
I think two of the like larger venues are the next block over, the Palace, which is like a really nice old like seated theater. Um and then Mercury Ballroom right next door, which
I played
is
Mercury Ballroom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, so you were almost kitty corner from Spinelli's at Mercury Ballroom.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that place is still kicking, man. I mean, it's been years, but I was like, damn, these are really good deep fried Oreos. Back
Yeah.
before I was a fitness nut.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you
Sorry,
this.
I hijacked your conversation, your
No,
story.
dude, I I don't even remember where I was going with it. I don't know that I was
Said
going
White
anywhere with that.
Lorna.
Oh,
You
they
said
played
you
a
saw
fucking
Lorna
strip
before
club.
Will. Oh,
That there was a place here called Trixie's, and it was a strip club for a number of years, and they started to transition it to shows because I don't know, maybe people weren't going to the strip club.
hmm.
Uh, but it was cool to see Lorna Shore and Rivers and Nile on that show
Oh,
together.
cool. River's sick.
Yeah, it was a really cool fucking show. I got to take my daughter to like experience that, and it's like me, one of my best friends, my wife, and my daughter, and we're watching the show, having a great time, and in walks these like mostly naked women. My daughter looks at me like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I don't know. It just kind of is what it is,
It's
but we're here
funny.
for the music, not the tits, you know?" And she's like, "Okay, that's cool."
Hey, that's funny. It's a good story.
Have you had the chance to take your son to shows?
Um, we they've seen me play. Last tour with Necrogoblicon, because my wife will try to, her and our kids will try to come to any of the shows if they're close. Also, if they're all ages. Most of them in Vegas are never all ages, unfortunately. Uh, we played 1720 in LA, which is a venue on Skid Row that we've played all the time. And my son came. My daughter's still a little, she's still, she's only 5. Excuse me. And she was staying with my parents, who live in California as well, probably like half hour or so away from the venue. And my son got to come on stage with me, which was really cool. And he stayed up there for his favorite song, and like he introduced it and stuff. And later on, because the Necrogoblicon guys were like, you kind of look like a wrestler when you're on stage. I was like, ah, cool. And they're like, well, what if you like come on stage and you like, mess around with John Goblicon, and then you pick him up and take him off stage, because there's a song where he goes off stage and like, Dickie will sing the song and whatnot. So me and my son go up there, and we're like messing around. I'm trying to act like, and we're saying like he owes me money, and I throw him over my shoulder and take him off stage. It was pretty fun. In August, my son loved that. So yeah, so it was pretty cool. That would probably, I mean, I think there's been like maybe one or two other shows. Like most of them, unfortunately, are, like they're not all ages. So,
Yeah, that's a challenge. That was the weird thing about Trixie's, like it being an all ages show and like half strip
yeah,
club, half venue. Like what?
that's kind of
Whatever.
interesting. It works. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it worked because that place shut down not long after that.
Oh, damn. Well, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Bummer.
I think, you think when people think strip club, they don't think, oh, I'm going to go see a show at a strip club. They think naked ladies. Like, so even the all ages shows, people are like, nah, I'm not into it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nah,
Well, rest in peace, Trixies.
yeah, or not. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, whatever. That they've
Mhm.
got, I think one of the guys, I might have this wrong, but one of the guys that was doing that at Trixie's now co-owns a bar with Kevin from Knocked Loose.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's cool. Maybe they'll do shows there.
they definitely do shows there.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a cool fucking spot. So your next tour, where are you guys heading?
It's a US and Canada tour. So all the dates are up. I think we're playing like 12 or 13 shows in Canada, which is wild. Yeah, it's a lot more than, yeah, I mean, I've played Canada over the last few years with, of Sulfur, but that's a lot back to back. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, are there
So
13 places to play in Canada?
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, I've toured from one side of Canada to the other before. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
that's some long drives, isn't there?
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I've driven through like whiteouts and stuff out there. That was pretty freaky. So, but yeah, it's not hitting, everywhere in the States, obviously, but it is hitting a good portion of it. So, it starts in Northern California, and if I'm not mistaken, it ends in Southern California, I think. I'm so bad with it, I have to like look at the flyer, you know what I
Oh
mean?
shit. Now I'm gonna look just
Oh,
because
there we go. Yeah.
like I'm like, what? Because I'm curious. I
Oops.
really want to see you guys fucking play. And
Hell yeah. Unfortunately, I'm on my phone right now because my wife had to use my Mac for work today.
oh shit. Fuck
So,
yeah, dude. You guys are in Indianapolis. I'm fucking down.
oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Playing my favorite venue in Indianapolis, Black Circle.
Oh, cool. Well, there we go, man. Look forward to meeting you.
Yeah.
Well, in
November
person.
November 28th. If you guys are in the area, make sure you go check it out. I'm sure it's going to be a killer show. So back to Endless, because I have ADHD like a motherfucker. Uh, what?
Dude, same here, man. Same here.
Yes. What song on the album for you would you say is like your favorite?
I have a few favorites, but I would say, Wither is probably the closest emotionally for me because it's about Chase and I's grandparents dying. So that's a very like emotionally, so it's my favorite for that. And then Vast Eternal is one that I cannot wait for people to hear. I'm very excited about that song. So I think that might be musically my favorite.
That's uh, that's a killer fucking song. Like
Thank
Vast
you. Thank you.
Eternal. I like Wither because I feel like when you're going from Vast Eternal into Wither, it like gives you a chance to kind of go like take a breath,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like okay, we got a breather, and then um, oh, Evermore, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
starts ramping it up again, and you get your ass kicked until Endless Loveless, which is another like, hey, album's over. Let's chill out and
Hmm.
relax.
Yeah. Endless Loveless is just a trip, man. I'm very stoked we did that one and we're able to have it on. And it's just it's kind of like a nostalgia thing for me. I don't know if you remember, but back in the day, a lot of heavier bands and stuff all across the heavy genres, if I remember correctly, would kind of put like
A
a
ballad.
surprise at the end, or yeah, or like a hidden song, or
Yeah,
like something completely off the wall, where you're just like, whoa, and that's kind of what I was going for with that. Also, like that song was completely written uh in the moment, in the room with the mic.
that's fucking cool.
Had nothing prior other than like a riff that ended up getting continued, and everything else was kind of just like, I mean, vocally anyway, because vocals are last, just kind of boom, just did it. There was like I keep saying there was like some kind of magical thing that happened when Chase and I got in that room and did that song because it was all just flying by the seat of the pants and it working. So I love that song.
That's super cool when that happens because it is like it's like everything just aligns
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
happens. I'm a little bit older than you, pushing 50.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 40, so just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Back in my day,
Do I find myself saying that all the time?
I used to laugh at my parents whenever, like my dad would be like, back in my day, we did this. And I'm like, haha, back in my day. And now I fucking say it all the time.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
happens.
We did. When my wife and I got married, we went, where did we go? We went to Seattle for our like honeymoon.
Oh, cool.
And Seattle, it's uphill everywhere you go, you
Mm.
know? So it's like, we're walking one of the days and look at each other and go, I didn't realize when my parents said, back in my day, we had to walk uphill both ways to and from school. I didn't realize they lived in Seattle, like what the fuck?
Or Frisco. Shit.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
yeah, dude. Like what? They're oh, but they were all part of Full House, like
Oh yeah, no.
that's so crazy. What over the next like 12 months, what do you hope happens for the band?
I definitely hope, people understand this album and it hits like I want it to hit. This album is a lot more emotionally driven. I wrote the the stuff to be more um what is it, more relatable, more personal. I had to kind of dumb down or simplify my lyrical content to a degree. That's not to say that it's not intelligent writing still. It's more so, I kind of have over the last few releases, I've wanted to be, wanted or our fans to have to look up these songs for the words and have to do some work to see what they mean and all that. And with this one, I just kind of went based off more of like the emotions that kind of were evoked in me when listening to the songs. Because the way our band works is the music, the music gets completed, then the songs get sent to me, and then I listen to them over and over and over and over again until something happens to where I write. So it's a very annoying process because of my ADHD. I wait till like the last, I don't want to say last minute, but I kind of do to get everything done. And it seems to be my perfect organized chaos that works for us, and that's how I get it all out. But this album, I'm hoping people really get it, and I hope we tour more, and play some cool shit and just get to have fun. I want to have fun with it.
Hell yeah. Sounds like you're already having fun with it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like a lot
Yeah.
more fun. I'm sure there's a lot more fun to come, especially if you keep churning out music like this. Like
Thank
I
you.
I think I would find it hard to believe that it doesn't catch on a grand scale, It's
Mm.
just I think, again, overall, I think the fucking Endless is it's such a solid album that touches like so many different points for a lot of, a lot of listeners, especially today when people aren't just like so focused on one style of music.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of genre blending. Um, to me, like I know there's subgenres and even subgenres of stuff and all these things, and everybody wants to put people in a box of this sound or it's not like this or it's not like this or blah blah blah, or everybody wants to sound like everybody else. I kind of want to sound like I want to sound like us, but I want to have the sound of everybody in metal in general, if that makes sense. Like I think I kind of just classify it all as one genre,
Yeah.
even though I know the elitist will hate me for that. But I kind of more so enjoy music that doesn't have to be one specific thing. It has different parts of music for the it's like the part is what dictates what kind of riff you're going to put in there versus like, oh, it has to stay in this lane, it has to do this, it has to do that. I like it when you can combine different things to be more effect, to have more effect in the song. You know, I'm always a proponent of heavy. I like heavy stuff, obviously, but I also want to have influences and mixtures of things. That's why like you said, we have pop structure because catchy choruses stay in your head. There's a science
Yeah.
behind music.
Yeah.
That's why people use pop structure.
Yeah.
So,
But,
yeah.
pop structure, not pop. Just to be clear, not pop.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, exactly. It's popular, there's a reason you repeat choruses. There's a reason you have, like double time at the end and all that because that's what sticks in your head. There's meaning behind it. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah,
That's, it's
yeah,
like
definitely not pop.
no, definitely not pop. But it reminds me of like a set list. Like I go to so many shows. Whenever I go to a show, I always think about like a band's discography. And, of course, this is me, an outsider, not part of the band. I just think about like how songs
Mm,
should flow live. And
mm, mm,
what I've noticed is it's different than an album flow, right?
mm,
An album flow, if you end it on a more chill song, right? Like Endless Loveless, it has
mm.
a different impact than if you end this your like live set with something fast, right?
Yeah.
Something
Oh yeah.
fast and
Totally.
catchy. Like that fast and catchy at the end of a live set really grabs the crowd and makes them go, fuck, I need more of that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's why a lot of bands will put, you know, I mean, granted, a lot of it is dictated by their most popular song and whatnot, but a
Yeah.
lot of times it's good to put those more ballady-esque songs or those other types of songs more so in the middle of your set list because it gives everybody, much like albums do, it gives you like a time to breathe a little bit before
Yeah.
they knock you out at the end, you know? It's the
Yeah.
whole thing, yeah.
It's
So,
it's great, I think, for like an opening act also, like you end with the faster song because it kind of preps the crowd for whatever's coming next, or
oh
it
yeah,
should, you know.
oh yeah, 100%.
What city are you most looking well, I'm not going to ask you that because you're not looking at the flyer. Um
Yeah, I'm that guy, man. It's my damn ADHD brain, bro, you know. I was told when I was a kid I would grow out of it. Now we know that doesn't happen.
no,
So,
it definitely does not. But the benefits to the ADHD brain is you don't stop like moving.
true. Oh,
It's
oh yeah.
not like, okay, day's over. I'm going to sit in my chair with a beer. Nope, day's
No,
not
I'm gonna
over
obsess
till,
about this until I fall asleep.
yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it's before 3 in the fucking morning tonight,
Sorry
please.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wish I could like write lyrics not in, at the last, I don't want to say last minute, but not down to the crunch time. But for some reason, that's just how my brain is able to, just spit them out, I guess. And like I said, it tends to work great for us.
It's
So,
that, I think for some people it's that balance of like, okay, I have I have that timeline that I've got to be on,
mhm.
especially the ADHD brain. Like my wife is, I'm going to push things to the last minute and we're always 15 minutes late. I'm like, no.
Oh man, I'm definitely on the like I have to be early train. It
Yeah,
sucks. It's great, but it sucks.
I'm the same way.
Um,
Like
so
if we're not there 15 minutes before we have to be there, I'm like I'm a ball of
I'm
stress. Like, oh my God.
stressing,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Oh, it's like how does the other half live where they're like, it's okay to be late? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. She is
If
a
you say
lot less
so.
stressed than I am. I'll
Yeah,
tell
that
you
probably
that.
balances you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a doctor's appointment today and I'm like, we gotta go. Come on. She's like, it'll be fine. If we're there 15 minutes late, who cares? Like,
You're just like, oh no, this is killing me. Oh, that's
yeah.
funny.
Oh shit. What's your favorite restaurant when you go on tour?
Well, the band did do we called it a business dinner every tour. We would go to Chili's.
Hell
I
yeah.
know, Chili's, yeah. Well, because you can get so much food for like not crazy amounts of money and whatnot.
Yep.
But like now we're all eating a lot health. Well, that would be like a cheat day for me. But now we're eating all healthier, so we're having to find a different place to go. So we'll see on this tour. But I still miss Chili's, man. I love Chili's.
My
So,
when I used to drink, Chili's was I would go get the Southwestern egg rolls because they were great, like hangover food.
oh no shit. Well, there you go. Oh yeah, we would get like the dip trio and all that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah. That's, I've not been to Chili's in a minute. I'm about to text my wife and be like, hey, do you want to like get some Southwestern egg rolls tonight? Like,
She's like, that's random. I know.
yeah. Yeah, we just had a conversation. She's like, "You were talking about Chili's, weren't you?" Yeah, yep, I was.
My son loves Chili's too, which is hilarious. For his birthday, we went to Chili's.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did he get baby back ribs?
No, he got the I think I remember he got the chicken crispers.
Hell yeah.
Those are good too.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. There's a reason Chili's is like still around and
Good.
still like a thing. They they're
That's
consistent with what
yeah.
they do.
That's like Applebee's. They're building an Applebee's by my work, and I was like, do people still go to Applebee's? I guess Applebee's is still thriving. I've
That's
never been to an
wild.
Applebee's.
I haven't been to Applebee's in probably 15 years.
Yeah. I don't even know if I've ever, maybe once. I don't know. Yeah, never. I've always just gone to Chili's instead.
What was the
So
other one? Oh, it was always like when I was, God, it was probably 30 years ago. Um, Ruby Tuesdays or Applebee's.
I remember Ruby Tuesdays. Are they still around?
I don't know. I was just wondering the same thing.
Or TGI Fridays. I remember TGI Fridays.
Oh yeah, there are still a few of
Mm,
those.
no shit.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, on tour now that I'm on like my health kick and whatnot, I always try to eat a lot healthier. So it's like we'll go to Walmart and I'll get a roast chicken and I'll have a lot of rice with me on tour or chicken. And that's kind of all I eat, chicken and rice kind of stuff. Or here and there, I'll have other stuff. Obviously necessity is a huge thing. But since we tour in vehicles that have fridges, it helps a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, the
Saves a lot
bad
of,
food just makes me feel terrible.
makes it hard to perform.
No, dude, for real. Like I like being fit on stage because I have breath, I can move around, we've done tours where I've been like my biggest, and it's like hard to move and to like really do anything other than just like stand there. And I mean, that's cool sometimes too. You can just stand there and be commanding, but like, I don't know, I like moving a little bit better. So,
Yeah. Yes.
mm,
It it's better for the audience too. You
yeah,
know, like
it's like I may be 40, but I'm not like I'm not that old, you know.
yeah. I'll tell you, I'm a big Crowbar fan.
Mm,
Like I love the NOLA scene, and we went to see Crowbar and I Hate God a couple weeks ago. They were touring together. Actually went to Black Circle to see him,
mm.
and Kirk, I think he's like 60. He did something right before tour and fucked his back up.
Oh
So
no.
he like had a walker to get him like to the stage, and he had to sit through the whole set. Dude, I feel so bad for him.
Ah, hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, I saw him at Louder Than Life playing with Down, and he was like up and moving about, no walker.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
There we go. We did a signing at a festival we played last tour. Um, and where I got it was the band was signing, and then him and Jamie Josta came out and hung out with us while we were signing. So they were doing signings too.
Like
So
Kingdom
that
of
was
Sorrow
that.
stuff.
I think it was just as them too, but maybe I mean because they are in Kingdom of Sorrow, so I wonder. But I was just like, damn, dude, you're fucking from Crowbar. This is crazy.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah, those all those dudes are like super nice. At least all the like NOLA guys that I've chatted with.
Mm,
We tend to go to a lot of like those shows because those dudes are like always fucking in our region. It's like hell yeah, we can go there
that's cool.
again. I think
That's
I've
cool.
probably seen Crowbar like 30 times or something ridiculous.
Damn.
Yeah, I go to a cou-
Wow.
I go to a couple shows.
Yeah, I have to get better about that. When I'm not on tour, I'm like lazy. Even though I work every day and work out every day, I'm still like, as far as the music community, I'm like lazy old at home guy.
Well,
So I've had to make myself, I don't say make myself, but I've gone to more shows recently just because, if I have friends in town, it's like you want to go see your people and your friends in other bands. It's like good to do. So,
yeah,
I can't go to every one of them, unfortunately, because when I'm home, I do like to spend majority of my time with my
you're a
family, my
dad.
kids and my wife. But
Yeah,
yeah, exactly, and stuff. And but I do try to get out and go see a lot of my homies when they come to tour to town, It's important.
hell yeah, it
So
is. What's your favorite venue in Vegas?
Ooh, let's see. I do like the Palms. Like that, the venue at the Palms is really cool. I just went there and saw because we went there. My buddy Matt was in town. Matt Heafy was in town, so we got to go hang out and see Trivium, which was really cool. Um, I got to hang out for a little bit. That was a trip. And then the Lorna Shore Tour just played there the other night, so I went and hung out there as well with the Shadow of Intent guys too. They're really good friends of mine. So I'd probably to say the venue there is awesome. As far as bigger venues go,
Yeah. Yeah, I was out there in January. Yeah, like end of January, beginning of February. We went to oh shit, the usual place is what it's
Oh,
called.
usual place. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I've never been there actually. Or no, have I been there? Might have played there. I don't remember.
I don't know, it was kind of odd. We did that and we did what was the Count's place? It closed, I think.
Counts Customs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
Um,
is that that's not the name
Oh,
of the
the vent.
bar.
That I do not know. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've lived in Vegas for like 8 years, but I still don't know anything because I never go anywhere.
Because I'm a
Yeah.
dad, man. Yeah, I get it.
Well, it's like my wife and I are homebodies, so we don't really go do too much. And we moved out here without any family at all. So it's like we don't really have people to watch the kids or do this or that. You know what I mean? Like it was, so it's like my wife, on the other hand, she's driven everywhere. So she likes to get her bearings whenever she moves somewhere. So I'm always like, and whenever I drive, she's like giving me directions on where to go. Yeah.
My wife goes, like I've lived here for about 25 years, I guess. And no matter where I go, I always put it in my map. And she's like,
Mm.
why? I'm like, well, it's not because I need to know, like, need directions. It's so I remember where I'm going.
Oh yeah, 100%. I use GPS to see what the traffic's like all the time.
Yeah, same.
So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to go that way now or that way or damn, because Vegas is in a constant state of construction. It's awful.
Dude, I feel like most major like cities are, um, I grew up in Detroit and I told my wife
Mm.
when we started dating, I was like, hey, we're going to go to Michigan. I need you to like be aware all the road construction. She's like, where? I'm like, everywhere. I said, and I told her, I said, there's a joke. The joke is like, it says, welcome to Michigan. And you crossed into Michigan when you see the yellow barrels. And
Oh
she's
yeah.
like, haha, yeah, right. And so we go up there and we're probably been dating like 3 months. We go up and it was like, welcome to Michigan, orange barrels. She goes, oh, you weren't kidding. No.
Yeah, we say Vegas, the national, what is it? We say the state flower is the traffic cone
Yeah.
or something stupid like that.
Something like that. Yeah. It's just like, but every major like area has that. It's this constant state of, I guess, a little bit of evolution, but a lot of
Oh yeah.
like repair, you know?
Yep. Yep. As cities grow, they need to be repaired constantly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually I plan on like moving to like Maine or something later on down the line. I want to live in like a small town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. But do you want to live in like 9 months of winter?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I like cold and rain and snow and stuff. I love all that. I don't like heat, so Vegas is like awful for me.
So why'd you move to
Yeah.
Vegas?
My son's mother's from here, and after we split up, she moved back here. Like I allowed her because I could have made her stay in California,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I didn't want to do that because California's stupid, like super expensive and stuff. So my wife and I moved out here so I could see my son more, and then we had my daughter, and now we have our lives here. But one day we will definitely move to the East Coast, hopefully Maine.
Hell yeah.
So,
Well, you say Maine, do not skip on the Upper Peninsula in Michigan.
oh yeah, yeah, Michigan's nice too, man.
It's like it
Uh,
is cheap up there.
oh
We've
yeah,
yeah, we were looking at so my day job, I'm a realtor
cool.
and I do Kentucky, Indiana, and Michigan.
Oh wow.
And we were looking at We were looking at land in the Upper Peninsula, and you can get it for like 500 an acre.
No shit.
Yeah,
Good to know. Good to know.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's wild. So if you guys want to buy a cheap house, like
Shit,
Michigan's
sounds
where to
like that's the
go.
spot.
Yeah,
Oh
take you
yeah, that'll
forever to get anywhere. I think so. My in-laws live in the Upper Peninsula, and it's like to go to like Sam's Club, it's an hour and a half one way.
it's all good. It's worth it. No
Yeah,
neighbors.
the peace and quiet, and your friends don't ever come to town because there's
Yep.
nowhere to play up there.
That works great.
Sorry,
Oh
guys.
man.
Oh shit. Um,
All right.
what variants of the vinyl? This will be. We'll end here in just a second.
Oh,
I know you got shit to do. What variants of vinyl or overall physical media do you guys have coming out with Endless?
um, I think there's two different colors, three different colors right now, if I remember correctly. Um, I think that's what it was. I think there's like a silver one and there's like maybe a blue one. I forget. I'm so bad with that stuff. It sounds silly, but I'm kind of the dude who just makes noises usually. Um, very my guitar player Chase and my manager Brad, as well as the label team, they usually handle, thankfully, they handle a lot of that stuff, you know. They'll ask me
Hmm.
my opinion and whatnot, and you know, I am included in stuff, but my damn ADHD brain forgets pretty much everything. So, you know, if I
Such is
remember correctly
life.
though, I'm pretty sure there's like a rad silver one.
There is
If I
a
remember.
rad silver one, and there's a really cool fucking blue one.
There we go. Exactly. Yeah. So there we go. Blue and silver. I remembered it. Good job.
Yeah, good job,
So,
Ricky. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I do really love the album art on this album. I think it's really cool. So, you know.
who did it?
Same person, Missy from MM Customs. So the Burden of Faith as well as Endless are not like AI, like that. They're not like anything like that. It's not digital. It's actual people in prosthetics and photos.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Uh, so she's done all the makeup for our videos as well. Um, and they've all been shot by the same person as well, Vicente. Um, so it's yeah, we kind of like for these albums, you know, who knows in the future, but we really liked having that an actual photo of actual special effects makeup, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff, and they knock it out of the park. I do really like the Burden of Faith one. So the hoodie I'm wearing right now, it has the art on the back. But the Endless one is really cool too because it really ties into what the album is about and stuff, you know, with the character on the cover and with the hourglass and shit like that. So very, very cool album cover that I'm definitely a fan of.
Oh yeah, it is really fucking cool. And if you would have, if you would have said, "Do you think that's a real person in prosthetic makeup?" I would have said, "No, I think someone drew that."
No, no, yeah. It's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, it's cool as fuck, dude. She absolutely like crushed that. Um, Great fucking job, Missy.
MM Customs.
Hell yeah. On tour, are you guys gonna have t-shirts, hoodies? I know you won't have Endless on vinyl yet,
Hmm.
um, but what kind of merch are you gonna have?
Well, those are the stuff we posted as the pre-orders right now. As far as the tour merch, we will have a whole spread for tour. Um, I'm not sure of the because the album doesn't come out until January.
January.
So,
Yep.
you know, so that stuff we will have really cool merch on this tour though. Some of the stuff I've seen is fucking sick. Um, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have any of the endless stuff yet.
Yeah, I don't think that you will.
Probably
Not
not.
quite
But
yet. They'll wait until closer to
yeah.
album and post album for that, which is cool. But
Mm.
I'm a I'm a nerd for shirts, dude.
Oh yeah. We definitely have cool ones on the tour though, that's for sure.
Tour
Definitely gonna be
specific.
some cool shit. I would imagine so. Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If I
Post,
remember correctly.
you gonna do posters?
I don't know about posters. Posters, if it's gonna be anything like tour specific, it would probably be on Ingested stuff, because it is their headliner. Um, so that's what I would think.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of um, I only ask about posters, obviously. Yeah, no. This is
The whole
same
wall
thing.
is covered as well. Same. Yours are rad though. You put the LEDs around them all individual. That's cool as shit. I haven't gotten
Yeah.
that. Mine isn't that crazy yet. I think that's a genius idea.
Yeah, my wife actually was she's like, "Oh, we should totally do this. Different
Oh,
colors and shit." Oh, there it is.
oh, dude. Oh, yeah. That's sick as hell, dude. Oh, the
Yeah.
green's red too. Wow, look at that. See, that's I
Yeah.
gotta up my game, dude. I gotta up my game.
Yeah, that's all right, dude. You can I got them for $2 for 100 feet.
Nice. Yeah, I just have mine on the along the ceiling and down there a little bit, but yeah, I've been meaning to relight this place
Hell
and
yeah.
stuff. So,
All right. I know you gotta go. Ricky, thank you so much for your time, dude.
all
I
right, buddy.
will 100% see you here in about 6 weeks in Indianapolis.
I look forward to hanging and stuff, man. That'd be awesome. Thank you for having me. This is rad.
Hell yeah, dude. Have a great day.
Take care, bud.
See ya.